Okay, so I'm writing this immediately after finishing the Warrior vs. Cat video because I have absolutely nothing else to do. So Chef is a job, let's talk about it. Chef is definitely a one-of-a-kind job in Miitopia, being a hybrid job. Chef basically tries to be a healer and a damage dealer at the same time. It has a solid amount of moves with each type and is really good early game. It's also really good for soloing things, having a lot of healing potential and damage potential at the same time, being a physical attacker and working well with hyper sprinkles. Let's go through its moves together and you'll see what I mean. We'll start off with the healing moves. Chef's heals are the only heals in the game that always heal a fixed amount every time. Why? I don't know. Home cooking, unlocked at level 2, heals 20, which is absolutely insane early game, especially for magic teams, which have a very low HP stat. That means it's basically a full heal for pretty much anyone. Pro cooking at either 14 or 15, I don't remember, heals 80, and Maestro cooking at, I don't remember, it's 25, I checked the wiki, heals 150. Overall, strong heals. At the level they're unlocked at, they're pretty much guaranteed full or almost full heals, which is really strong. Feast is one of only 3 AoE heals in the entire game, the other 2 are the 2 Cleric Panaceas. This one, unlike the cooking skills, actually heals different amounts depending on the chef's level. It takes a while to actually activate once used, but still holds its weight and comes in helpful a lot. The last heal Chef has is also its only passive, which is Banana Fritter. When a teammate wants to eat an HP banana, there's a chance that the chef cooks something for them and it heals twice as much as what the banana would. While it triggers really rarely, I can see it coming in handy a lot in the Carcaton to final boss period of the game. Considering the amount HP bananas heal grows very slowly, having that doubled actually makes it worthwhile, so it's pretty much a shame that it's so rare. And those are all the heals. Overall, really good healing potential and just the second best overall healer in the game. If you're not using Cleric, you're using Chef to heal. That's just Miitopia Team Composition 101. Next up, the damage dealing. Flambe is really nice. It's cheap and pretty much obsoletes the basic attack entirely. It's also the only non-basic attack move in the entire game that Pincer can be used on, so that's definitely worth something. Spicy Dish is overpowered as hell. It's cheap as fuck, costs near nothing, and deals a ton of damage, especially during, once again, the Carcaton to final boss period. I spammed the hell out of this all the way back in my Chef Mono job and still like it just as much. This is just a really strong move. Its only real drawback is causing a quarrel, but once you actually have a quarrel with someone, you can just Spicy Dish them over and over, and there's no consequence to it. For 3 MP, it's a really strong attack, and just really causes a couple random consequences that mean nothing. Spicy Dish is just insane. Spicy Dinner is basically an AoE Spicy Dish. The fact it's limited to 4 enemies being hit is a bit of a shame, and that goes down even more if there's somebody in the safe spot. That's also a shame. But it's still a pretty solid move, it just doesn't come in handy that often. And that's all the damage dealing moves. We got a physical one, a magic one that's insanely OP, and an AoE magic one with a weird restriction. It's now time for the one miscellaneous ability. Monster Dinner is fine. It's basically just another Righteous Anger, except it gives you food too, and as far as I know, it has less of a chance to activate, like to actually work, I mean. It's weirdly really rare, however, again, Cleric's Righteous Anger is actually pretty common, so it's weird to see this be a lot rarer. Overall, it's a fine ability, if only to be used more. I might have more of an opinion on it, but Righteous Anger is good, so this is fine as well. And that's all the abilities. Its stats are really good, it's a very bulky class, with the only bad stat being magic, but that's pretty expected and understandable. In conclusion, Chef is an extremely versatile job and one of the best in the game. It's the second best healer in the entire thing, and a nice cleric substitute for physical teams. It also helps quite a lot in magic-based teams, with being something to use hyper sprinkles on, I should know, and never really gets outclassed by anything considering its unique little stance. Thanks for watching, goodbye.